Okay, Cami, so last night was the Big Brother Season 25 premiere.
We've been doing a lot and hearing a lot leading up to this.
I know, I've been talking about it all week.
Okay, I just have to know from the start, because I didn't watch it, was there a big blow up yet? Like, if it hasn't happened yet, it's gonna happen soon.
No, not a big blow up, but there was a couple twists already, okay? So I have a lot of thoughts. I was texting a friend this morning about it, and so I took some of my thoughts from the text and put it on this piece of paper so I could remember everything. Here's how it goes. Okay, so first of all, the premiere was, I think, good, but here's just a small complaint I have. The Big Brother premiere drags out so much sometimes. Like, it was not until about 45 minutes into the hour-and-a-half premiere that we saw the contestants move into the house.
Oh, wow.
And I'm kind of like, I just want to see more action. They do a lot of like builds up on like these are like they show like videos of the contestants at home and like them like getting their key to the house and like just kind of like a lot of building up of like getting you excited about the cast.
Do you
but
kind of like get to know their personalities then?
A little bit,
Any more than like the preview? Because like in the preview they kind of show their.
I think it more so just like shows them in like their hometown and like they talk about like what they do for a living. They typically will talk about like their relationship status, stuff like that. So you kind of I guess get to know them a little bit. But I'm just like 45 minutes in that premiere and we see like really no action. It's just a lot for me.
For it myself.
I know. Now, I told you earlier this week that they teased there would be like a lot of big twists and a lot of changes about this season, if you will, which of course I think they've been hyping because it's the 25th season. But so Julie Chen announces that it would be, this season will be like the Big Brother Multiverse, right? So there's like 4 different multiverses or whatever.
Like Spider-Man.
Right, I know. And so it's funny though, because like basically she says that like at any time there could be like a twist given from these different worlds, if you will, right?
Are old people coming in from are they going through portals from the other seasons coming in?
Not yet, but there is something I'll tell you about in a second. But here's what I do and don't like about this like theme and this twist, right? Is like, I think the idea is there. I think it's really cool, which I think is something Big Brother's always done well out, and like the whole house is designed based off that this year, which is kind of neat.
And they're celebrating the 25 years. Okay.
Yes. What I didn't like was in the season premiere, the whole like twist from these different worlds just like kind of randomly happened. Like Julie's like, oh my gosh, now there's a Scrambleverse twist. Let's see what happens. And it just like then randomly something happens to the contestants or something. They announce this like new thing, and I'm like, okay, that just like it just felt very discombobulated.
So was it like cheesy?
A little bit, yeah, for sure. Which, I mean, that comes along with Big Brother, of course. But now what was interesting, though, is so typically on the premiere, they'll do the first, like, competition for all the contestants, and it's the head of household. And for fans of the show, they know that the head of household is the person who gets power for the week, makes all the big decisions.
So that changes week to week?
Yes.
Okay.
But Julie told them that this time around, it would be a little bit different, and instead, the contestants are broken into 4 different groups, and it would not be a head of household competition. Instead, it would be a nomination competition. So the loser of each like 4 groups or whatever was then like up for elimination or up to be on the block is kind of like Big Brother terms, right? Okay. So that was interesting because now the HOH competition will be happening on the next episode, but their power will work a little bit differently. So I'm curious to see how that pans out because we have no idea yet.
Well, this is one of the reasons why it's like longer. How many days are there is longer,
100 days this season.
Yeah.
It's a very long time.
So they had to push some things out and just get started with it.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, in the last competition they did of the 4, it was like the scary multiverse or whatever is what they called it. And the whole thing was the contestants were like holding on to this, to these like rocks, if you will, but they were being tugged in the back, supposedly being tugged in the back by something. And then the person right here, the person that was pulled back first, like that like lost their grip, I guess, like disappeared, and you don't know where they went, and you also don't know how long they were gonna be gone for. I'm like, that's weird.
So they did go through a portal.
Right, pretty much. But here's what's a little bit sketchy to me. I'm not sure how I feel about this yet. So this is Corey. Corey was the one who ended up losing his grip first. But what's weird about it, okay, is that you're sitting there watching, they're like laying on this mat, blah, 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 holding their grip. And then the camera like pans to the left away from Corey to the 2 of the other contestants. And all of a sudden they're like, oh no, Corey lost his grip. And you see Corey like, I think it was right here, a little bit away from the rocks. I'm like, that looked a little bit like it was played a little bit because how did he all of a sudden just like fall and we didn't see it, you know?
Yeah.
So that's a little weird. Now, one of the biggest twists of the whole night, in the last like 3 to 5 minutes of the episode, okay, Cirie Fields, who is a longtime CBS contestant. She's played Survivor 4 times.
Wow.
She also won The Traitors, a different show out there on a streaming service. And she's just always been known for like her strategy. Like she's a really good strategic player on Survivor.
You really can make a career out of this.
Yes, and the thing about Cirie is that she's known in Survivor as the greatest player to never win, which is interesting, okay?
To never win.
But here's the crazy part. Cirie's son is also on the cast this season, and the house doesn't know that they're related, or supposedly they don't know.
Did you say she is also also?
She's also on the cast now.
Ooh,
yeah,
okay.
because at the end, after they were done with that competition, they walk into the house and Cirie's just standing there like, hey, which was interesting, okay? Now, I'm interested to see how that plays out because 2 contestants, to me, kind of seem like they may have known that there was some kind of relation between the 2 of them, that like something was up with it. So I'm interested to see how that plays out. I don't know, interested to see where this season goes. I think the cast is really strong.
Yeah.
I don't know how the whole multiverse thing is gonna keep playing out because like I said, it's a little bit confusing.
I was gonna say, by nature, it sounds like it will be.
Yes, I'll be interested to see how Cirie does because I am also a big fan of hers, but also interested to see how the relationship with her son kind of pans out. Also, would be really exciting, I think, to see one of them vote the other out. I think that would be crazy TV.
Oh.
So, I know.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I can see that happening.
I know. But Big Brother will continue to air this season on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. So keep up with that. Super excited to see where the season goes. I guess we'll see who wins. So.
Hey, thanks for the catch up on that.
You're welcome.